Assalamualaikum. So we are still in week 22, second class. So let's discuss the answer. After listening to the recording, number one, the answer is pull. It's easy to pull things. They're talking about pulling things on this place here using the electric bicycle. Number two, when you are doing up the hill, usually you push your bike, and then cycling isn't much fun when everyone else prefer to drive. Talking about driving, so there's a lot of car, a bit difficult to cycle. It's so relaxing too. Okay, you can see this thing, that's why it's sail. And then usually we say sail across the ocean or across the sea. Going manage to climb to the top of Mount Fuji. Weeks to cross. Usually you cross desert. Australia in it. Okay, next one. After listening to recording, electric bicycle is also called as e-bicycle. Powers come from battery. If you listen carefully, you will listen to it. The fastest it could go is 25 kilometer per hour or kmh. It is popular in China and it costs 600 pounds. 600 pounds is equivalent to around 3,000 ringgit times 5, lebih kurang. Okay, if you listen again, this is a bit tricky. Where do people still prefer cars? The answer is in Europe. Okay, how does the man usually travel? The man in the recording usually travel by car. Okay, so what's the problem with cycling in center of London? It is the traffic. Because of the traffic, so it is a bit of a hassle to travel by bicycle. Which part of the man journey is easier for him than for other cyclists? Going up the hill, because when you are on e-bicycle, you need less energy. Sometimes you don't need energy at all, you just need to steer the bicycle. Right, give one advantages. Okay, number 5, one advantages is it makes cycling possible for everyone. If you can balance yourself, everyone can cycle using e-bike. That's the advantages. And disadvantages, number 6, the answer is they are expensive. Sorry, this one shouldn't use it, you should use they make, because the answer the question asks for bicycles, so ada SES kat situ banyak, so they make cycle possible for everyone. And then this one pun sama, dia guna ni jadi they are expensive. Okay, moving on to the next. Nobody sent any recording about the feeling. I hope you will send it by today. Listen to the song first. Alright, so number 1, Route 66 is the longest route in... Okay, before that, number one, the answer is it connected Chicago to LA, Los Angeles. Right, This one for 3, true or false. Number 1, Route 66 is the longest road in America. The answer is false. The reason because there are newer, longer highways today. Nowadays, there's a lot more longer highways. Last time, yes, but now not this time around. Right. Number 2, you can still drive along Route 66 today. True. Route 66 existed before anyone had a car. This one is false. If you think logically, nobody will make that kind of road when there's no cars. So it's one of the first highways in the USA when cars were a new invention. Right. So the cars already existed at that time. Okay, the Wingwam motel has now closed. The answer is false. You can still go there. If you're ever going to USA, you can always try to go there. Okay, the 1928 race stopped at the end of Route 66. The answer is false because the race continued up until New York. Okay, find American words in the text. Okay, for your information, American and British has different words for different things. For example, this one, a big road, is highway. Okay, if in America, if it's in Europe or in Malaysia, we call minyak as petrol. In America, they call it as gas. And usually a hotel there, sometime, especially on the highway, near the highway and stuff, besides the road, they call it as motel. Okay, so for today's task, what I want you guys to do is write an email to your friend telling them, okay, write an email to your friends telling them about the longest journey that you have been in cars. Remember the key here in cars. So what you should write? You should include points using the questions in 5 on page 78. Meaning you should use these questions when answering the email, when writing the email. Where did you go? What did you see when going? What did you enjoy about the journey? What didn't you enjoy about it? So this is the things that you need to include in your email. You are writing an email to your friend, so the email should be informal. Okay, try to Google example of informal email. Right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much, guys.